the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse. The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will have the first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the outside. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Tide! And they strike first. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the UCF Knights offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Keeps it on the draw.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cuevas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Burke. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Crimson Tide now has it on 2nd down as we open the final period. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll go with a direct snap. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Got room to work. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burke.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Complete on the shuffle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. They'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up